When I went on Joe Rogan's little podcast, he asked me what the most disgusting thing I've ever eaten was. The last time I had this, it was the worst thing I'd ever had in my life. In this video, I'm gonna show you the most disgusting, no parasites this time, please, revolting, non-yummy seafood I've ever tried in Asia. But before that, I'm gonna show you a lot of delicious seafood. Right now we are in Vung Tau, Vietnam. Vung Tau is about 2 hours from Ho Chi Minh City. This is like a coastal paradise. People leave the city on Friday, they flock to here, they go to little resorts and restaurants like this behind me, where they can see the beautiful coast, the ocean, and enjoy some of the most fresh seafood you're gonna find anywhere in Vietnam. This place has so much fresh seafood. We're gonna see how they cook it, then we're gonna try it out. Let's do it. Wow, it's a lot of action in here. Xin chào chị. Right here we have baby squids. They're tiny and soon they're gonna be crunchy. Here we go. So the first step is to put it in the hot water to boil it all the way through, and then it's gonna be fried. Woo, all right, that's just come out. They're even more purpley now. Next move from my dude, boom. Putting those right into the hot oil. Almost starting a fire in the kitchen. Holy cow. So you think these guys are done? They're not. They're gonna get it fried a second time to make them extra crunchy. Those are looking fried as heck. Here in the stir fry station, we're dropping some garlic down, and then in with the squid, we've got some scallions in there too, and a little bit of fish sauce. That just gets tossed around in those flavors for a couple seconds, and it's already done. That looks delicious. We're in the dining area. You can see there's even more seafood behind me. If you flip the phone that way, you can see that's a whole ocean out there. And then here we have our appetizing courses. I want to start with squid. The squid look amazing. They look crunchy. What's interesting about the plate is like they meticulously, with each plate, someone is in the kitchen painstakingly cutting cucumbers and like putting each one on here so I can mess it up and show it to you on camera. The squid cooked 4 times. Oh, crunchy. Oh, it's like French fries almost. But the legs are super extra crunchy. The body is half crunchy, half kind of soft and warm in the middle. Here we have a family that was holding hands as they got netted. Mother, father, child. The only thing is that I think I'm eating everything. I think I'm eating the head and the butthole and the beak and the brain and like the organs, and it's 11 hearts. Wash it down with a little bit of apple juice. Still monetized. Then we move on here to the raw fish. This is kind of like a Vietnamese ceviche. If it's coated in lime, do you consider that raw? Let me know in the comments down below. Haha, now you engage with my video. Boom, I'm in the kitchen with Tao. Nice to meet you. Right here, this is raw anchovies, and right now they're gonna make kind of a raw fish salad. We're gonna see how it works. Tao, take it away. Step 1, take it off that plate, put it into a steel bowl, and lime juice and spread that all over the fish. Then right here we have a green seafood sauce. It's full of citrus, salt, pepper, lime, and condensed milk. In a separate bowl, we have a bunch of different greens. We've got onions, we've got cabbage, herbs, and then the fish head inside with all the vegetables. She puts in even more of this green seafood sauce, mixes it up, and then that goes on the plate. So this is a complete seafood salad with raw fish. Ah, I thought it was complete, but no. The final ingredient. Crushed peanuts on top. Wait, there's a final ingredient. Julienne chilies. Wait, there's... Oh no, that's really finished. All right, come on, Tao. I still call it raw. I mean, it's gonna cook the outside and maybe kill some of the parasites and stuff. I don't know what kind of parasites are on this raw fish. Hopefully not that many. Did I mention that I ate street ceviche in Peru and I lost like 6 pounds? And that was a couple weeks ago, so no parasites this time, please. It has a nice texture. It's very firm. You can get a little bit of plant matter and some fish material at the same time. A little sweet, a little sour, really fresh herbs. The raw anchovy, just with the lime, has a very neutral taste. They said that I absolutely have to put it inside a rice paper and roll it up like Seth Rogen on 420. Well, you got your little salad in there, your raw fish. I mean, it's a very Vietnamese thing. Spring rolls. Turns out you can make your own spring rolls at your own table. And then you're supposed to put it in this sauce right here. That is chili flakes, salt, lime juice. That kind of a combination. Here we go. Wow, very nice, an explosion of flavors. I like that. Oh, on the water right now, there's a lady rowing her boat with her feet. It looks like the best ab workout ever. From here, we're gonna build up to our main course. I'm gonna show you a little bit more of the seafood that they have here, and then I'm gonna show you the seafood we came here to dine on for our final meal. They have pretty pretty much everything here that you can imagine. A lot of it is very delicious. Here we have the mantis shrimp. Very dangerous, and you don't want to pluck those out with your bare hand. The gray bamboo shark. It's a big one right there. I kind of want to poke the shark. I've never poked a shark. Thank God he didn't bite my finger off. That was terrifying. Whoa, the shark is really like super smooth. Someone got wet, and it was mainly my wife. These are tiger prawns right here, very delicious. And then here we have razor clams. These are some of the biggest razor clams I've ever seen. They have to keep the shell intact using a rubber band, apparently. In rap songs, when they say rubber band man, I think they mean this, not stacks of cash. I got stacks of razor clams. This is a red lobster. See, it's already hurting me. You gotta be careful. I'm not bleeding this time. Oh, there we go. Oh, I've just been handed the red lobster. What's lame about them is they don't have claws. They look big, but the meat is really just that right there. So in the end, you probably pay about $100 just for 4 bites of tail meat. Now for the dismount. Here we have river prawns with their giant arms. This is a sturgeon. This is my kind of lobster right here. He's like, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? That's his defensive posture. All right, you're not scaring anybody. You go back in there. One of the employees here has offered to pull out the king crab right now. This is kind of a medium-sized king crab. I would call it more of like a prince crab. He's giving it to me. My guess is that for this one would cost around $400. That's a lot of money. Come on in. Here we have the stonefish, one of the most venomous fish in the ocean. Very ugly, and they have spines on their back that will deliver poison right into your body if you allow it to do so. And then here, rubber banded up like he's going to jail. Now you can see what's cool about them. The back legs can be used for swimming and for digging underwater. So it can bury itself in sand and it can swim away from the guy who caught it. Well, bye.
As amazing as the seafood selection here is, these tanks do not contain Asia's most revolting seafood. For that, I'll have to go to a restaurant specializing in this.
Stingray can be revolting, but it can also be delicious depending on what part you're cooking. In a moment, this is going to be cooked up in a few different ways. The process has begun. The first thing he does is take a cleaver right through the center of the animal. Ooh, brutal. So this right here is the stingray liver. That's a lot of liver for one little stingray. This is something I've had in the past, and I can tell you it was not my favorite. Listen, I respect this chef. I respect this animal. Sure. That is one of the most disgusting things I've ever been on in my life. Today, I'm gonna give it another shot, but before we get to that, we're gonna try a couple other delicious stingray dishes that they're gonna make right now. Now, I've been told the chef has a secret identity, so I cannot show his face. Today, he will remain a mystery to those watching. Right here we have the base for our fried stingray. First he puts on MSG and a local type of seasoning powder. Right here we have some flour going on top. Now the stingray slowly descends into the oil. Right here we have our steamed stingray that is gonna get boiled first. The fish has finished boiling and now it's gonna go onto this platter. All right, right here we have some scallion oil going on top and then some salad goes on top of that, completely covering the fish. Right here, the stingray is completely fried. They're just letting it drip off a little bit, and that looks delicious. Oh, check it out. We have our first course here at this particular restaurant. This place is specializing in stingray, and the chef, well, let me tell you, they are very secretive about the chef. You can see he's a slender man, a little bit older. I'm told he's one of the best stingray cookers in town. Let's find out if that's true. Right here, fried stingray, an obvious place to start because it's fried. We've got many different pieces here. It's all kind of from the wing. It's just gonna be pure meat right here. To dip this inside of, they have a sweet tamarind sauce. Fried stingray, let's go for it. More mushy than I expected. It's not a bad flavor. I like the coating. It's a little crunchy on the outside, but the fish is very soft, delicate, got a little bit of mush to it. I think it depends on what piece you get though, because that was a bit thicker piece. This is really thin. That looks like you could put it inside a taco. That's super crunchy. That's mostly skin. It has a little bit of a muddy flavor. The best part about this is there aren't bones everywhere. You just have that one big flat bone in the middle. Otherwise, you're bone free, baby. Except for that, we have a completely different preparation. Hiding underneath all these vegetables, you will find big pieces of stingray meat, scallion oil on top of that. It's been soaking in this broth. I'm gonna try it plain to begin with. Let's go. That's very good. The more it soaks in this broth, the better it tastes. Right here, we have rice paper. Nice big piece of boiled stingray. Put that in there. Maybe a little bit of vegetable. Maybe a little bit of bun. Oh, it's very hot. All right, you roll. Oh God, no, this is a fucking no. I don't know what happened. I can do better. The fish was hot. It was like burning my hand through the rice paper. I couldn't roll it up. I have an idea. Don't put the fish directly on the rice paper. Make a little plate for the fish right here with the lettuce. That's the move. Nice big piece of stingray. Put that on the lettuce. Put in some of these greens and vegetables. We are in Vietnam. People like herbs. A little bit of bun. Aha. This is so much better and it's not destroying my hand anymore. What a good idea that was. Roll it up. You want everything trapped inside? That is basically a 9 out of 10, like me in high school. Give it a little bit of a dip. Right here we have a delicious fish sauce. And then let's see if I can bite through this or not. The flavors are delicious, mainly because of the fish sauce. The fish, still kind of mushy. It's a bit different also having a roll that's super hot when you put it in your mouth. I'm not used to that. I'm used to something a little bit more like cool and chewy. Overall, super fun to try. So that is stingray 2 ways, fried and steamed. But there is a third way and another body part that we haven't tried yet. When I went on Joe Rogan's little podcast, he asked me what the most disgusting thing I've ever eaten was.
What's the worst?
Stingray liver is disgusting. Now, last time I had it with my buddy Calvin. I also had it in Vung Tau, but at a different restaurant. Today, I really want to look inside my soul and test myself and see if this is the worst food in the world. Well, let's go to the kitchen and take a look. So the liver in question is right here. He's taking the liver right now and putting it into a clay pot and then putting some sliced ginger on top. A little bit of pepper, a little bit of MSG, seasoning powder, and this is gonna head over to the steamer. Close the lid and we'll see that guy soon. We're starting our final course right here behind me, an effing parrot. You never know what you're gonna find in Vietnam. So later we're gonna be grilling up that parrot. It's gonna be delicious. But right now, no, I'm just kidding. Come here. Come here. Enough delaying. Alas, we have built up to this moment. I'm not sure why I'm doing this, to be honest. If it's bad, it has nothing to do with the chef. They do minimal stuff to it to change the flavor. They just steam it. Steaming it's gonna just bring out that flavor even more.
And so what does it taste like?
So it's just wily, it's squishy in a way where you can feel like, am I eating pieces of the ocean floor right now? I just don't like that body part of that animal. Can I say something?
Of course.
This one? Not for me. I'm gonna dig in here. It's very gooey. There's a lot of ginger around it. That's good. It smells not that bad. So maybe I just got a weird liver last time. Maybe that stingray was an alcoholic and it had cirrhosis. Let's go for it. Wow, that is so much better than last time. There's actually some bite. There's so much ginger in there. The liver is really creamy. It tastes, slightly livery, like a chicken liver. I'm gonna put some on this cracker. Oh, that's a generous portion. Warm, gingery, creamy, a little bit bitter. Oh my God. If it was bad, I swear to God, I would tell you guys. Actually, I like this better than the last 2 courses I just had. So, boom, we know I'm being honest. This is kind of mind-bending. I feel like last time I was eating dolphin poop. It just tasted like excrement from the bottom of the ocean, scooped up and shoved in my mouth with extra bitter, biley flavor. I need but this is not bad. I gotta say, mind blown, tables turned. This puts me in a tough situation philosophically, because I usually would say you would need to try everything once, including heroin. But now, I have to say you need to try everything twice, because what if you did heroin once and it wasn't that good? Maybe the second time it's gonna be way better. It's still certainly an unusual food, but next time I talk to Joe Rogan, I need to rescind this as being the worst food I've ever tried. I don't think it is anymore. I think it's maybe only top 20. Boom, that is the end of the video. When I set out to do this video, I genuinely thought this was gonna be revolting because I've had it in the past and then I had it again, prepared by a different chef in a different restaurant in a different way, and it was pretty dang good. So now I'm confused and I've lost my grounding on what is reality, what is existence all about, and now I'm gonna go through a midlife crisis. I hope you enjoyed seeing the different variations of unique seafood in this video. If you ever come to Vietnam, man, come to this place, Vung Tau. Very interesting, unique, delicious, and lots of seafood. Otherwise, guys, that is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Peace. Can you see me? I've disappeared behind this pole.